It should be working. Things should be working. All right, so I need to start by opening my thing. Okay, so for these little shapes that I'm making to work into this piece, hold on to these. One of my 9 million containers. So, what did I drop? So, this idea isn't a bad one. I'm just kind of building on it. I'm trying to make a lamp. I found the cat clippers. That's good. Thanks. This is going to be a it's actually going to be a lamp when I'm finished. I just wanted all these shapes to be on the inside of it. And I had a few ideas, but I wanted it to be really kind of organic feeling. Probably got too hot. And so I'm kind of building out from a structure. I started with a bunch of little different shaped circles, And I'm going to kind of move out. I don't think it's going to end up being perfectly circular or anything. And then eventually, I think, where is it? This part will actually be where it hangs from, and I'll put a pendant lamp inside of it with an LED bulb, so that I'm going to hang this in my sister's room. So I'm leaving this structure here for now, but I actually want to tape that off so I don't forget it. Let's do, how about one of my little stickers? That way I won't forget. This is going to be essentially the opening for the light. And I want to put a small LED bulb in it, but I did make it big enough to fit a full-sized bulb, just in case. I just don't want to put a huge bulb inside of it. It's not sticking to it. That's fine, I don't give a shit. I can put something else there. Put that in my book. Alright, so I've been doing circles, and so I've taken some out to circular things, and then I've taken some out to points. And I've done it with two different pens. I haven't decided yet how I want to finish the next part, but I think I'm going to make the next part different shape. So let's kind of start with that idea. I think I'll do like a, I'm only drawing a circle. It's not going to be a circle. It's just the easiest way for me to draw, octagon. So I'll do maybe octagon, or do I want to do a hexagon? Octagon, maybe a small hexagon. I'll start with a hexagon, see where we go from there. I am on Twitch. On Twitch right now. Check my whiteboard. Turn this back on. All right, let's get this one going too. These are two different types of PLA. One has a little bit more tooth than the other one. It doesn't like to stick to itself as much, but I do kind of prefer that pen in some ways because I can put the filament in it and it just keeps going. I don't have to like jam it in there. Yeah, I'm on both sides. I use a restreaming service. But I'm helping test out Cameo for the beta. I'm just trying to be here for it, if that makes sense. Okay, so this... Let me mark it with something so I remember. Because nothing's gonna stick to it. So this is the... one I don't want to put anything on. Also, honey, I've been a cam girl for 17 years. I know that it's linked to the side. Why do you think I'm here? Hey, Superman. Been streaming since the beginning of camming. All right, let's do this. Maybe I'll freehand some stuff. I don't know. I mean, the reality is these shapes don't really matter that much. That's the other reason I don't like this when it backs it up instead of stopping it. I've been streaming art for 12 years, and I've been camming for 17 years now. Yep. I'm a grandma in the cam world, man. Come on, you. I've been around since before MFC even. Can you don't? Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't... Like, this one has a little bit better flow, but only when it's not being a shit cake. And I keep having problems with it, like, jamming up inside of there. I just cleaned it out. You've never seen a 3D pen? It's, I mean, they've been out for a few years. It's not the greatest technology. I just thought it'd be fun to play with for what I'm doing. I'm making a lamp, so... I don't know why it always does that. Maybe I'll do slow. So the nice thing about this one is the slow on this one is really good for building 3-dimension directly off of something. Oh yeah, I'm... Honestly, on here, so I get more creeps on Twitch than I get here by a lot. And the people on here have usually coming over from a porn site, so that's even more hilarious. That I get more creeps there. But, I mean, it's all kids. I don't give a shit. It's all kids. I'm used to it. The only thing that, like, it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that gets on my nerves is when people, like, message me when I'm clearly, like, got my hands full. I could have, like, both my hands on something and a paintbrush in my mouth, and people are, like, PMing me. And I'm like, really? That's a terrible shape. It doesn't matter if it's terrible. I'll just do this. None of this is supposed to be, like, perfect anyway. I'm a lot pickier when I'm, you know, on doing the cam thing about who messages me and, like, what. But, like, around here, I just don't put up with anything. It's just whatever. So the chat that I get in here, have you ever watched, sure, you can play a joke, say a joke. Have you ever watched YouTube Live, like, watch the chat in, like, some of the rooms? it's all kids that come in there, and they're like all chatting with each other because it's usually like a video playing and not a live person. So like those same people come in my room and they think that I'm a video too, so they don't talk to me and they talk to each other, and they're like, "Do you want to be my boyfriend?" And they're like 12 or whatever, you know. It's like, oh my god. Do you want to go steady? And like they come in here and they're like, "Show your boobs, ha 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 ha," and like they curse, and then they're like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck," and I'm like, oh my god. And I see like the exact same kind of chat. And it's funny because I've been streaming for so long, like this is a relatively new phenomenon of just people just like kind of shit posting when they come in the room because they don't realize that I'm actually live. And it's really funny because like you don't get that on Twitch. You just get that on like YouTube and here really. What's that? I wonder if vampires would have menstruation cycles. I would imagine that would be bad for them. Same bat time, same bat channel. That was like a dad joke, though. Hey, Willie. It's not that I didn't like it. It just wasn't funny. It was just like, haha. It was a knee slapper. Come on. That's the other thing I don't like about this one. It doesn't just stop at like, I don't know, decides it's not doing its thing, right? I forgot I have to start making these a little bit bigger because we're getting into the larger sizes now. This is going to be a nightlight for my sister's room. I've recently started taking care of my little sister, who is 15. And she's, I found out that my mom is like a really serious hoarder. And like, my sister's been living in like these really bad, I don't know, conditions for a while now. And I had no idea. But my mom went in for surgery, and I was going to try to help her clean up her house because I knew it was messy, but I didn't know it was like that. Because she had surgery. And when I went in her house, I was like, you know what? No. And I'm just going to keep my sister with me. Long story short, my mom is not in any shape to like take her. So, my sister, like, if you've heard of the term from my first cam show, I have a picture. Hold on. I'll PM you though because I have to like, so I'll send you a picture. It's like this was a look back thing that I did for my 15-year anniversary when they closed the site that I used to be on. I'm PMing you. I was 22. Yeah. How old am I? 17 years? 39? It's 20. I was 22. Your one and only. Yeah, the day that site closed, I was there, and that was part of my show. Was that look back? Breathe, breathe. Yeah, the good old days of like shitty uploading times and people still being like, it was before people like were as chill as they are about online stuff now. And everybody thought that like everybody online was crazy. Do you remember that? Like the concept of online dating was like, you're nuts if you do that. Like now everybody meets people online. Oh, you don't. So I mean, yeah, there was a time when like I went to a Something Awful meetup when I was like 22, and I can remember people being like, "You're meeting people from the internet? That's crazy." Like people thought that was nuts. And like I mean, it wasn't a big deal for me cuz I'd been using the internet. I had my first web page when I was like 17, which is no big deal now, but like it was back then, you know, was programming everything myself. I hope I don't have to do more things today. See, this doesn't like to stick either. There. Slow down, you're acting a fool. Oh, of course. Of course it starts dripping as soon as I put another piece in. You shit cake. Okay, so my other channel got banned. Long story. Which Twitch account are you seeing? Because I made a separate one. Hey, Ghost. Not much. Just trying to fuck with this 3D pen. I'm working on a lamp. It's gonna be like a lampshade thing for my sister's room. Have I tried a 3D monster? Not with a pen, I haven't. Now I do have, so here's the problem. This pen will take, there's like these like straight pieces you can buy for it, but they're really expensive. And of course they do that on purpose. But you can get the 3mm, so this is the 3mm, and it comes in a roll, and I have to like flatten it out like this to make it work in here, which is fine. But because it rolls forward, hey Nuremberg, oh, I see, that must be you. Okay, so it rolls forward, and so the other ones, so all of these ones can take a coiled one because they're smaller. But these ones only take the straight ones, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I haven't been doing a lot of, like, drawing with it. I'm gonna buy another one, probably. So the one that I really wanted, I wanted to wait first and, like, get one. So this was supposed to be the easiest one to use, which I figured I could probably use it just fine. But there's, like, another one that... It doesn't take it takes 3mm too, I guess, but you can also get one that takes both. But the one that I want has like a bunch of heat settings, and it also has like a foam cutter and all that stuff. And you can program it with an app and stuff, so it's not just like this. But it's a lot more expensive, so I wanted to make sure that I actually use this before I have a rule about buying tech like this, where I won't... You son of a bitch. I won't buy more tech until I've made sure that I've used it, or like any art supply that I've used. So like if I started using inks, I won't buy more inks until I've tried them out. Or if I've like when I started buying you know how I like fountain pens, but I didn't start buying fountain pens until I was sure I would keep using them. Come on, calm yourself down. Calm down, regroup, keep going. But that's definitely what I don't like about this. Now, and the only reason it's doing that probably is because I don't have the straight ones in there. I just don't want to pay that much money for essentially doodling, you know? I'm not making anything to sell or I mean, this is something to use, but I'm not making anything to sell. I'd rather just be able to use the spools. So the next one I get, I'm hoping that it will be one I can use the spools with, and also one that acts a little better than this one. The settings on this are like kind of shit. And I knew going into this that this wasn't the best rated one, but it was like, for that price range, it was the best one. I just don't like, for example, like my first fountain pen. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. My first fountain pen is this little one that I got from Kaweco. I can't find it. But, oh, here it is. So this was my first fountain pen. I got one of these in a black one from Kaweco. And I thought, if I can use these for a while, and I gave myself like more than a year. I gave myself a year before I bought any new ones, and then I started buying more, and I still bought cheap ones. And the thing is, I ended up finally like buying the holy grail of what I consider like drawing fountain pens, and I bought it, and I don't like it. Like, I finally like bit the bullet and spent a bunch of money on a pen, and I don't actually like it that much. What the hell's all over it? I don't give a shit. It probably melted. It's probably one of my least favorite fountain pens, actually. Maybe I'll send it in and get the nib done. Yeah, it looks like it got something on it. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Come on, you. Yeah, that was a Namiki Falcon. All right, come on. Don't play with me. Let's do this. All right. It also doesn't take to sticks very well. Like when you add the new stick in. See, there it goes. There. Come on. Come on, friend. There we go. Let's do a triangle. I'm making these thicker because these are going to be the outer like part of the lamp. I'm going to actually build it. I don't know what shape it's going to be yet. I'll figure it out. It'll be like a mosaic. Fucking stop. You don't. I'm going to treat it like a glue gun. Press it from the back end. Looks so good with all the wriggles in it. But yeah, if there was like an easy way to like flatten this out and use it, it'd be... Because I have it in coils, and when you heat it up, it warps all over the place, so... It is really hot, by the way. Oh, sorry. Let me turn my audio up. 1 second. That's easy to fix. It's just my microphone is not super by my face. Hold on. Is that better? Is that better? How much do I use? Well, it's like this is like the longest one I can get without like bashing into my light here. God, this damn thing. So one thing I like to do is, if it actually works, is bridge it with a little bit of gravity so that it kind of falls down and I get a little curve. And it's like a curve I can't really control, so I like that kind of aspect of it. So that when it dries, it kind of sticks up. I get some depth. It's just that I have to like be underneath it to be able to see what I'm doing. That's why I made most of this off camera yesterday when I was fighting with the damn software. Draw it through a die. Yeah, if I had one. I mean, I don't have one. Also, that won't work anyway. You got to heat it up. It's PLA. I mean, it's polyacetic. Polyvinyl, polyacetic. Polylactic acid, that's what it is. EBS is easier to use, but it's like really stinky and it's like toxic. I'm allergic to it. ABS, sorry. Make a couple of more of these because that'll fit some of these areas that don't have like a full zone. So what I've been doing is I've been heating it up and I've been straightening it with a heat gun, and then I've been cutting a bunch of pieces at once and doing that, and then doing them with clips on a piece of wood. This piece of wood that I'm using right now, actually. Bye, Ghost. Thanks for hanging out. No, I can't see you. 1 second. I just don't, I mean, this isn't something I use all the time, so I don't want to, like, make a huge effort for just this device, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, I have a flat iron here. I may use that. The problem is that once it starts to flatten, it starts to melt very quickly, and it's no longer in the shape. So I have to be super duper careful, like, how much I heat it. And also to make sure they don't stick to each other, because that's totally a thing. But yeah, I have a flat iron I could probably use for that. If maybe I'll get some wax paper and try it. I'm just worried about flattening it, actually flattening it. Because I don't want it flat. It has to be round still. Because I thought about pressing it while I heat it, but that's not going to work either. It's got to be like me constantly handling it. This is like the 4th time I've done this as far as like flattening these pieces out, because I just didn't want to buy this stuff. And it's not that it's like, it's like really a lot more expensive to buy the stuff that comes for this gun, because of course it is. This pen. I don't want it to be perfect. I just want to mess with it. So the other thing that I do with these is I heat them up and round them out a little bit. And then once it's like right about here, it gets malleable enough, but not too hot that I can kind of like mold it with my hands. And that helps me with the shape, and I don't have to like fight with it as much when I'm putting it on the piece. Because I can still heat the whole piece up when I'm done and like play with it, but see the difference? Hello, hey Doorman, how you doing? So let's do it this way. Then you can really see it bend. The best part about it is it will still keep the height of those pieces. There, that's enough. If I just bend the corners. See how it still keeps the height? Because I didn't bend the inside. And you have to bend it really fast though, or it doesn't work. And I definitely like these, so see how these shapes, if I were to like want to bend these, like put these together, I probably could, but all right. These little ones I will deal with when I come to them. I'll make some more bigger ones. It's so messy. It'll be fun though. It'll make neat lights. It'll make a neat like shadow once it's when I get a nice light in it. Oh. So like these pieces right here, they have like a little bit of a clamp on the end of them. I'm trying to get that straighter real quick. So when they get noodly, they pop up. They don't lay down because they've been curved. So I have to pull them. And then I can get them straighter. I'm also burning my fingers, but that's fine. Like I'm used to the heat. And so like that's a little straighter and I can get it in the machine easier. This one is worse. Those are okay. Those are a little better. Like it'll take a little bit of like pull the other direction, but not a whole lot. And the sticks that come with it are only like this long. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, on Instagram? Oh, yeah, I haven't I've been having problems with my streaming stuff. I don't know why. Like it's the same as it always was, and whenever I like try to mess with it, it makes it worse. So it's just random whether or not it works. What's your IG? I'm gonna make a few of these while it's flowing. Oh, okay. Yay! It's so loud, and the whine of it is just blah. Oh, it looks like a raspberry. Yeah, I like your carvings. They're really cool. Okay. Ooh, that's big. I don't know, that might be too big. Let's make it shorter. There we go. So I can make like legs. I don't know why I made them the same size. I meant to make them this size. There. And of course they don't have to be perfect or anything, but I'm gonna make these legs and then hot. So these ones will be done first. So I do actually have this. I don't know why I keep using my nails. Don't need to. And of course this will get reinforced. This is just like what I'm using for now. Do that. Okay. I'll pick a piece, like a little one maybe. So I'm still working on this, so I'll show you kind of what I've been doing. Maybe one of the smaller circles, this one. So go from like here down. Switch to slow. Come on. on, you. Just trying to get it to... Let me pop it in there. I can like lay this down, it's fine. Get in there. Okay. Let it turn blue. That's cool. I was making flowers, but it was for a lamp. It just didn't work out because I used the other gun. Keep calling it a gun. It's not a gun. It only takes a couple of like strands to get it standing. And then I start doing it fast. If it works. And while that sets up, I can start on this side now. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Sorry you can't see it, but I need to be able to see it. There we go. The door is open, but they all had snacks already, so they'll be in here a little bit later, I'm sure. As soon as I try to fix this, it's gonna work. There it goes. See how I pull it out? Here. This one I'm going to maybe use the legs on. Yeah, maybe not, because that puts two of those together. Let's do this one. This one I'm going to attach to the middle. Give it 2 lines and let it dry a little. Kind of play with it. Okay, I'll do this side. Okay, so now I have enough to bridge. Let's do this a little, to twist that way a little bit. There we go. Let's pull it this direction first. This one I'm not going to bring out as much. Now I'm at the point now where I'm going to start being able to create shapes between these little plateaus, depending on how long I can get it to bridge. Okay, so that one's pretty flat right there, like going up. It goes pretty flat, and the other ones are rounded out, so I'm going to add a little bit of rounding, just not as much as the other ones. So now it bowls out a little bit more. Put this one here. So these little legs can go here. This is just enough to like get a piece started so that I can get some dimensionality out of that little shape. For bridging. So this is just some little legs to help. There's a couple areas like that, so I'm gonna make some more little legs. pull down. Make a couple more of those little legs, probably. They don't have to be pretty. And another thing here. Maybe. Gives a little more structure inside of this one. going to start connecting together like a spider web soon. And all the points will start to come together. Let me see if I can't put something on this so I can just hold it by the end here. Put something through here. That. So I can look at it, how it's actually going to hang. All right, so I may do a thing where I just bring it out like that across these, and then add these pieces later, maybe. Let's see. I can also do this. This will be fun. Do a couple of these. Let it come in, fall down while it's working. Oop, see what I'm doing? It's not quite so messed up. I can fix it, but hold it up and this can like dip down. See? Yep, I have watched a spider weave a web many times. Okay, from here. Hey Aztec, how are you doing today? Let's pop that one out. Go out from here. One more in. So I had a couple of these and then I'll just kind of go around and do some decorative stuff. Now this is that other plastic, so I'm going to make sure that really sticks to that. Because these don't really like to stick together. And I probably shouldn't have used the other one, but I was getting sick of this gun, or this thing. It's fixable. I'm making a lamp for my little sister. Do it like this in between the pieces. Bridge there, bridge here. Let them dry, cool down rather. Thanks. I think it'll be okay. It'll be weird looking, that's for sure. the 500. Oh yeah, whatever. Is that this weekend? Blech. Do it this way and it gives it more strength. Let's see how you can make it float just by connecting the points. It's actually floating on there. It doesn't have to be connected from the bottom. It can be connected by points. So there's one piece, there's one piece. Maybe here. 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 Let's see. I definitely don't. I mean, I'm going to make some pieces that will just like go. That's connected to that one. That's fine. I can fix that. This is that other plastic like I was talking about I have problems with. It's fine. I can go back to my other one and wrap it around there. Should be that. And it's the same with this one. That one's fine. Yeah, this other plastic is problematic. It wouldn't be one of my pieces, though, if it wasn't a challenge for me. Come on, you. I'm definitely not into that. Like, that's a bunch of fucking nightmare for me. Drinking and violence and hippies and racists and... Yeah, it's definitely not my thing. Okay, let's see here. See if I can get some underneath there to grab. That way it'll hold on. Yeah, I don't think it was that other pen that was the problem. I think it's this filament. It's just not sticking to the way it's supposed to. That's fine. I think I'll make another triangle like that one, because that one actually turned out pretty cool. Also, triangles and circles go really well together, so. Give it a little bit of thickness and right, I'm gonna crank the music a little bit. I'm gonna get a little bit to drink. This makes it easier for me to be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's take this. Hello. Hey, have a nice day. See you later, doorman. Let's do one more of the triangle. Wow, out again. Nope, just being shitty. It's fine. Yeah, this isn't the best one. It's hard to explain. This isn't the best. This filament's hard to like deal with because I don't have the straight ones that come with it. I mean, I have some, but they were all ABS and I'm allergic to it, so I bought this stuff and we're going from here. How you doing, zoned out? Your own zoned out, Jesus. I'm working on a little lamp for my sister, like a pendant lamp. I think I'm just going to hang it on like a plant hanger. And it'll be just like working on it, building it out. That's cool. Are you an artist? Oh shit, I hit my microphone. Just spilled some of this in my shirt. Yeah, I think it's gonna look really cool, like, when it's done. That was my hope, is that, like, I could put, like, a singular LED bulb in it, and it would, like, make, like, nice shadows, and, because she was... My sister grew up with a lot, like, kind of abused really bad. Kind of like I did. But long story short, she's staying with me now, and I want to try to, like, make her experience here, like, as nice as possible. Like, I don't want to baby her or, like, I don't know, coddle her or anything, but I want to, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I want to do the things for her that, like, I hope she understands and appreciates, because like she has a light, she's afraid of the dark, and she has a light on in the room that I've been putting her in, and I asked her if she wanted something, if she just wanted a nightlight, and she said yeah. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know, I could make something like a lamp or something for her room, and that way not only would she have a nightlight, but she would also have something that I gave her, because I could just buy a nightlight. I mean, that'd be easy, but I don't know. Yeah, like something that is soothing. And like, I don't know, not just soothing, but what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. But when you do something on purpose, like purposeful, like with a purpose, like I didn't, you know, I'm not just trying to solve a problem, but I'm trying to be thoughtful at the same time. She doesn't like it. I can always hang it in my bedroom. I don't know why she wouldn't. But I just wanted to make it kind of organic and fun. It's not going to be perfect. Come on, just put the damn thing in there. Thank you. Why do you hate me? All right, hold on. Let's see if it goes. There. There it goes. There you go, friend. Can I just have it? Can I have it in my hands, please? Can I just fucking have it already? Thank you. Just make it work. Christ. When the fast on this works, it works great. When it doesn't work, it's fighting. I just got to make these straighter. I'm sure she's like 15, and like she goes to an art school and she makes art all the time, so she probably won't be impressed by it at all. Like, but I just wanted to do something that wasn't just me, because it's like super easy. Like, and that's the thing that like she's used to, is like people just, if she needs something, it's just bought for her. I don't know, or not really. Yeah, that was what I was trying to make it. Was like a spider web. I was trying to build out and around, instead of like building pieces and putting them together like a structure. I wanted to make it like a spider web, because I actually talked about that earlier. But once it's all together, I don't know what it's actually going to look like on the wall. Can you not, please? Thank you. This is the other pen. Don't. I wonder if this will go in that one. Probably not. Nope. Bye, Willie. All right, so I've got 2 of these, and I'm going to round them out. Deliberate. That's the word I was thinking of. Like, not just doing it to do it, but deliberately making it for her. Specifically. Yeah. Well, abstract is what I do. Have you looked at my I think I have a gallery linked. If you want to check it out. All of my work is abstract. Yeah. This looks a lot like my drawings in some cases. Some of my drawings. Oh, on Twitter? No, I meant there's a link, an Imager link to my work. one's there. Let's do this one here, maybe? Seems like it would be good. Calm down. Don't. There's a bunch of stuff in there that I've worked on in the past couple years of streaming. Here, anyway. Inside of there so that it holds on, because I don't trust this other filament. Let's do that, make a triangle there. Now we got another triangle. Hey, Dinesh. I'm good, how are you? What do you mean you couldn't see me? No, you can't see my face, I'm busy. The one that looks like welding? I'm not sure which one that is. Get some inside of there to like anchor. No, I'm fucking busy, and if you keep asking me that, I'm gonna fucking ban you. All these angels on their faces. No, now I'm definitely not gonna show you my face because I assume that you're a kid. Why do you think it's okay to go in people's rooms and tell them what to do? Like, why is that a thing? Like, that's not... Like, that's... Lord. When I started camming, that definitely wasn't a thing. People were polite. And, like... Alright, so this is a little bit bigger than I want it to be, so I'm going to pull it down. I'm going to pull it in a little. With some heat. Ah, okay. Bring that in. Just appreciate things. Enjoy life. Don't stop asking for things that aren't necessary. Hey, Solitary. Is that? Yeah, good. Okay. Life. This is going to be a lamp. It's going to be a hanging lamp. And this part is where the bulb will go in. So this one needs to go somewhere over here. Like maybe maybe there, like that. think it can go there like that. That's good. Okay, this one is not anchored. Let me anchor that. Give that one a little bit more heft. Yeah, I think I might paint it pink, but I may leave it white because once the lights are off, it'll just be shadows. Oh man, how many pieces are connected? One, I don't even know. Because like I have been building it as I go, so a lot. I haven't made that many pieces for it. Most of the work has been kind of bringing it out and around. And kind of balancing it. Bring that so you can see as it let it cool. But yeah, you're right, it's like a spider web. Definitely like this. It's like a spider web. The anchor points. This one is the other filament. Okay, so I have to create some anchor down here. Make sure it sticks. All the way across. It's relatively flexible. It stays flexible for a minute, so you can like see it moving here while it's still hot. It doesn't get brittle, so that's good. But it does get like, I could probably crush it if I wanted to. But it is actually pretty, I mean, it's pretty flexible. But there's actually two different materials. There's two different PLAs here, and one is a little bit better, like, I don't know. One's a little bit higher quality than the other one, and so I'm kind of fighting with that a little bit. You can kind of see it starting to kind of take shape. Oh, yeah, no, it'll probably bounce. If you dropped it, it would probably bounce. Now, I can't guarantee that like that other PLA that I used won't shatter inside of it, but the rest of it will hold together for sure. I mean, PLA is like, let me think of what kind of plastic it is. It's a little bit more flexible than the plastic that like plastic forks are made out of. Like this would, like I'm not scared of dropping it or anything. And I can heat it up and reshape it several times. It doesn't get brittle. Well, at least not this one. All right, so so I don't want it perfectly round, but I do want it balanced. So I'm trying to add balance right now. Here is where we need something, right here. Maybe this thing? Do that thing. Because I don't think that's the good, this is the good stuff either. Ooh, I didn't bend this. I can do that still. Okay, so let this dry. Or cool down, rather. So while that is cooling on this part, I'm gonna take this. Actually, I'm gonna take this. Because I wanna curve, I wanna round this. Stretch, come on, stretch, give me some stretch. There you go, good boy. So I can curve this. Put it up a little bit and curve. Now it's got a little curve. Back home, you don't know me. And I'm popping it down a little and so that it matches the overall size. All right, keep going. I had been curving them ahead of time, but I forgot on that one. And that can go to this point. And that can maybe even bend all the way to that point. No, I'll just pull it. I'll just attach it. We start down here though. Give it some extra. And so like right now this is sticking out a little bit more than I want it to, so I can just hit it with the heat gun. Or actually I can, yeah, I can like kind of slowly close it in where I want it. And I'm making sure the heat gun hits my hand now because I want to make sure I don't get it too hot because it'll get really, really soft there. I don't want it to get too soft because you don't want too long to play with it before it. But I definitely don't want it to be perfect. Like that's the opposite of what I'm going for. All right, so now if you look at the whole thing compared to like here, it's definitely not symmetrical because that's not what I'm going for, but it's pretty well balanced as far as like weight goes. It's pretty well balanced. It needs a little more, maybe right around here. But other than that, it's like fine. Like it's not going to be crazy. Maybe I'll have some like little danglies coming off of it or something. Oh, who's calling me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Fuck off. Somebody got a hold of my number that like, and like not my number, like somebody gave someone their number and they thought it was, I don't know. They think it, somebody is confusing my number for theirs and they keep giving it to companies and people and it's like really bad. All right, so maybe connection here, here. Well, the thing is I get like, I want to say 20 to 25 unwanted phone calls a day, and I sleep during the day, so they start at 8 a.m. And I have do not disturb on my phone. Until like this time of day. Round it out. And I also get text messages, like a ton of text messages. The girl, like, I think that the girl just doesn't know her number because she's also trying to reset her Facebook password on my phone. And sometimes, and like when some of the people call, I answer and like I tell them that it's not me. And they're like, oh, well, does anybody in your house have diabetes? And I'm like, kidding me right now? The spoon was hot enough that I can bend it a little. All right, let's put something here. Yeah, it's terrible. Or they hang up on me. I tell them they have the wrong number and they hang up, which is amazing. And then they call me back. I'm like, it's not like I'm not on the do not disturb list because I definitely am, especially after all this shit. Bridge. Bridge and connect. Thank you. And there's a voicemail. Now let's see if I can make it crazy. Let's see if I can go this far. I don't know how far I'll bridge. Together we can rule the world. Probably not that far, but I can melt it together with my fingers and burn them. That will be nice. Well, like I said, I just put it on do not disturb for like all day long, and then I have a bunch of numbers blocked, and like I can't change my number or anything because I got a bunch of shit I'm dealing with right now. What if I do it this way, like straight up and down? And this is not the correct way to do this, by the way. It's just the way I wanted to do it because I like the way it looks. By correct, I mean easiest. This is the harder. This is harder to do. Yeah, it's like 200 degrees. I mean, it's not that hot. It's melting at 200 degrees. Well, no, I meant like the correct way to like bridge stuff is like there's a much easier way if you go slower, but I wanted it to dip. See how there's all these like dips and areas where it comes out and also dips? That's what I want. If you do it slower, you get a straight line. I don't want a straight line. I want it to be organic like this and kind of have ebbs and flows in it. Okay, let's see here. Now I'm just going to be adding like little pieces so that it's kind of, maybe here, there's like a big open space right here. Do like a, oh, I could do a thing there. Nah, just like right there. Floating. Right. That's kind of what I was trying to go for. Organic. Don't. Is it out? Is it really out or is it fucking with me? It's fucking with me. It's not out. It's just like partially out. Piece of shit. Yeah, I was trying to make it look a little bit like a spider web. But not really. Like, I guess spider web as inspiration. And so there's the piece I just attached. Let me do another piece, a bigger one here. Come on. Come on. It always does that. It never goes all the way in. See, it gets fucked up in there. How much time? Oh, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to stuff like that anymore. No more than I would to any other project. That's nice. I'm dealing with this shit. Just like getting in there for no reason. Like there's no reason that there should be any of this shit coming out of there. And this is why I don't like this one. So I can fix this. Get. Well, it leaks. I think it leaks out the side. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut this and deal with it. Glad this was $100. This is making me very happy. The hell is that? Like it's not just leaking. It's leaking and like getting on the electronics. But like I still need this part because it's the buttons. But I just cleaned this a little while ago. What the hell is that? That's not good. See that? That's like the heating coil. It shouldn't be doing that. Alright, well I guess I gotta turn it off. I don't even know what... There's always something. That is bad. Why is it doing that? Yeah, it's coming out behind the mechanism. I'm gonna ask the company to send me a replacement. I've had nothing but trouble with this. Normally I wouldn't even bother, but this was $100. Hey, Tiff. Pissed. I guess I'll get a different one that takes 3mm. I don't think any of the other ones take 3mm PLA. So this brand is actually pretty good. It's what was it? Century Products PLA. See if I can get that for my other one. Pretty mad. Hold on. I bought it a while back. I haven't used it that much. And that's what's worrying me. I'm worried that they're not going to replace it or anything because I got it last year. I've only used it 4 times. Like, yeah, I know. Art slideshow for a minute. Sorry, I'll be right back. I gotta pee. Should we swap to something more fun? Oh no, the host. Thanks for the host, man. Not on yet. All right, let me turn the lights on. Maybe some mixed media. I'll stop this for now and I'll finish it later, I guess, because I don't even know what I'm going to do. Do something else. Pissed about this. And so the main reason that I bought this one is because it was the Star Trek one. I really wanted it because it was Star Trek. Like, that is one of the reasons I bought it over the other ones, because it had like lukewarm reviews, like not terrible. But definitely not as good as some of the higher priced ones. This one was okay. It's just really, really slow, and the filament doesn't like to stick to itself. Let me see if I can just like treat that like a pen and just pop it over there, because that one is USB. That's the other thing. That one's USB. This one has its own proprietary like battery pack or whatever. Like, everything about it is actually shit. And of course, it's like the 3Doodler, which they just started their brand by sticking a 3D printing filament in a pen. I mean, or 3D printing head in a pen, which is fine, but like, not the best. Not the best, just the first. Which is one of the reasons I got it too, because I thought it would be better. Ooh, that's dirty. Do you want to get dirty? Lift this up here. Let me see if I can find my Outrun music. I need to sweep in here real bad. I need to sweep in here real bad. I need to sweep real bad. I'm gonna rinse this off real quick while I switch things. Okay. It's wet. Now my mat is wet. This is actually the first time I've removed it since I put it down. It's fine. Now it's got my hair on it. That's also fine. Can be slightly damp. Wrong end. Scotty, I don't... No. 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 Scotty's like, I'm just gonna let myself in. Okay. All right, let's do this. It's evening time. Wait, did this get moved? Do a quick white balance. Change for inside times. Not sunlight. White balance, please. Thank you. It's better. Oh, here we go. Okay. How about a journal entry? So the last entry that I did was this one. And this one's like really dark because it's in like convoluted, because that's kind of the point. The idea is that it was all about kind of treating everything like it has the same amount of importance when maybe it doesn't. For example, whether it's material things or problems or issues, like you have to be able to prioritize, and sometimes it's just better to let things go. And the truth is that happens in art too. Like, I mean, there can be a time when things just get muddied because you just add too many elements, and too many elements can take away from what you're trying to do. And like that's kind of the idea, is that you can't really see what's going on, even though there are several layers of work here and several things that I've added, but you can't even see them because it's covered by the mess. And that's it's kind of the idea. It's a little more abstract, I think. It's not necessarily good. I'm just saying it's more abstract. Okay, let's see here. What do I want to... What kind of paper do I want to work on today? Maybe this Beerb paper? I guess I could do this. This paper is decent. It's not great. I haven't started with one of these sheets yet. Let me do that. Clamp it. I haven't done any this direction either, so that might be nice to do something this direction, or even upside down. Who knows? Hey, Balloonatic. How are you doing? That should be okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little stressed out because it seems like when my stream doesn't break, something else breaks. Like, I'm just having this like constant reiteration that nothing is ever going to work for me, apparently. Let's see. Seems, no. Other than that, things are okay. They've been really stressful lately, but I guess that's normal. I think that's like my new normal, is just things being kind of ridiculously dumb as far as like life stuff goes. Just really extra. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't seen balloon stuff in a while, but I like it. It's really neat. What kind of stuff do you like to do? Like, do you work? I assume you work mostly like realistic, or is it abstract, or? I'll start with that. That's kind of like hinging it a little bit, just so I can deal with it. I guess I could put a little bit more tape in the front. Hello, Psycho Fish. How was your day? How was your evening? God, what time is it? Ooh, it's late already. Jesus. Did I burn my finger? I did. I burned my hand earlier. That's awesome. All right, this should be fine. I'll start with my trusty friend, Cheap Gesso. Just because all this is too much of the same pattern and it's really boring. I don't like the way it is. It's not interesting. Just whatever. There we go. That's better. Maybe not Cheap Gesso. Maybe good Gesso. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. It's my microphone. Can you hear me better now? Or is that not good enough? It shouldn't be an issue. I don't know why this is a problem. It changes constantly. Is that better? How about that? Is that better? Thanks for letting me know. I am working on a art journal entry. Cool, thanks. So I'm thinning this gesso out just a little bit because it's really bright. This is like my good stuff. This is gonna do a couple of things. It's gonna help me get a couple of spots just like blocked out, kind of, and it's also gonna help me start prepping this paper because it's just plain paper. It's not like fancy paper like some of the other papers in my book that are a little thicker. It'll protect it a little. Hello, Tiffany. Yeah, it seems to be a mixer thing. I don't know why. It's always got my volume low on there. Not really sure why, because it's like the same. It's the same volume. Bye, Macy. Oh, thank you for the host. How are you doing today anyway? Sorry I didn't say that earlier when you mentioned my sound. I was trying to... it's been really stressful today. I'm trying to chill out a little bit. Oh, it locked up. God damn it. 1 second. I think OBS locked up on me. It looks like it's just locking up. 1 second. This happened the other day too. Can you still hear me on Mixer? Or is it completely locked up?